In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up budgeting without a regular income. And I'm going to show you how you can automate all of it so that even you can be budgeting like a pro. Hey friends, welcome to Adulting with Esther, the show where we talk about the things that you don't learn in school. I'm your host, Esther, and today we're going to be talking about how you can set up budgeting without a regular income and how you can automate it too. And if you're new here, welcome. I'd like to invite you to subscribe down below so that you can get alerts when we post our next video. And if you're getting value out of this so far, go ahead and smash that like button. In today's video, you're going to learn 3 different strategies to set up a budget for an irregular income. You're going to learn the percentage strategy, you're going to learn the self-assigned paycheck strategy, and you're going to learn the end of year bonus strategy. If at any point in time you want to check out the description down below, you'll be able to find links to products that I mentioned in this video, printables, and timestamps so that you can skip ahead to the sections that matter most to you. Before we dive in, I want to make sure you understand what we're going to cover here. This video is a video on how to set up a budget on an irregular income. We are not going to be talking about any of this. Cool. Glad we got that taken care of. However, when setting up a budget with an irregular income, you do need to know a few numbers. You need to know how much money you have on your worst months, and that can be an estimate, but it needs to be your lowest estimated monthly income. You also need to know what are your monthly expenses. Let's talk about that real quick. Shelter, food, transportation, utilities, debt payments, savings, and make sure to include money for, fun. Fun and wants are anything outside of the realm of these other expenses that we mentioned. It should not go over 30% of your income. If you are, you're probably overspending, and that's why you don't have any money. All of these pieces of information added up total your monthly expenses. And you need to know that, because if you don't have enough money, you won't be able to live. Wow, that'd be terrible. If you need more help figuring out how to actually set up a budget and how much money should be going to each of those categories, you can check out a video up here. I personally recommend the 50-30-20 rule for budgeting. Phew, good, glad we got that out of the way. Strategy number 1, the percentage strategy. This strategy works great for people like teachers, like me. Because a lot of school districts have you only get paid for those 10 months out of the year that you're actually teaching, and you don't get a salary for those 2 months in the summer, which leaves you with 3 options: starve, get a summer job, or budget. We're going to talk about how you can budget. By setting aside 21% of your after-tax income, you're guaranteed to have enough money to be able to survive throughout the summer without having to work. And the reason it's 21% and not just 20 is because you have those unpaid holidays like spring break and Christmas break, and if you take 21% of your after-tax salary and put it away in a savings account, and I recommend a high yield savings account. If you'd like more information on why I like a high yield savings account, the way you can automate the percentage strategy is log into your platform for your employer where you set up your direct deposit. You're allowed to set up direct deposit to multiple banks or multiple accounts, and that's a feature a lot of people don't utilize. Take 79% of your paycheck and put that in wherever you want your current paycheck to go, probably your checking or savings account. Take that other 21% and immediately delegate it to an account that you are not going to touch. That money is your summer money. Leave that there until summer comes around. Then at that time, you can set up an automatic transfer from that savings account into your checking account at a set amount so that you're still getting a regular paycheck through the summer. And you don't have to think about it at all, nor do you have to get an extra summer job. And I bet after working in a school all year long, you don't want to do that. Strategy number 2, the self-assigned paycheck. This strategy is amazing and works for everyone. People that get 100% commission, people that don't make any money at all. Okay, maybe it wouldn't work for that. People who are teachers, realtors, partial bonus structure salaries, any of it. And this strategy is my favorite, and I'll tell you why at the very end of the video, so make sure you stick around. With the self-assigned paycheck strategy, the first thing you need to do is set up a high yield savings account. Log into your direct deposit after setting up your high yield savings account and put 100% of your paycheck toward this high yield savings account. Now go back and get that number from the beginning of the video where you estimated your lowest income for the month. Use this number to set up an automatic transfer from this high yield savings account into your checking account. This is going to be your monthly paycheck, and you're going to get paid out at that lowest amount. Now, if you noticed that your lowest monthly income was lower than your monthly expenses, you might be overspending, or we're going to need to use those months in which you get paid at a higher interval to balance out that income. And that's why we have this self-assigned paycheck strategy. Using this strategy is wonderful because it takes a multitude of inconsistent incomes, puts it into one account, and allows you to kind of become your own boss and pay yourself with a regular amount, now allowing you to budget. When you set up that automatic transfer after, now it's automated and you don't even have to think about it anymore. Now, instead of your money just sitting in your checking account and you constantly wondering, do I have enough money to spend or not? That's no longer an issue. The money that you shouldn't touch is put away and left away. The money that you can touch is in your checking account and free to spend according to your budget. The money that's put away in that high yield savings account is also going to grow. So now your money is making you money and you're not doing anything at all. Now remember, I'm going to tell you why I love this strategy more at the end of the video, so make sure you hang around. If you're getting value out of this video, smash that like button. The third strategy that we're going to talk about is the end of year commission strategy. Now this one is pretty common, but I think it's important to talk about. A lot of people in the business world get paid on a base plus bonus structure. When that happens, you end up getting a big lump sum check at the end of the year or at the beginning of the new year. Oftentimes, people get this and they spend it frivolously, not thinking about how they can use it well. With this structure, I recommend the set aside and divide strategy. So let's say that you got an end of year bonus of $5,000. With the set aside and divide method, you're going to put that money first into your high yield savings account. Now you need to divide. You're going to divide this $5,000 by how many paychecks you get in a year. Most people get paid twice a month, so that would be 24 paychecks. Now you know how much money to set up to auto transfer from your high yield savings account into your checking account. Now you can use this bonus money intentionally as part of your budget that's going to help you meet your financial goals. Ooh, so you made it to the end, and I promised I'd tell you why number 2 was my favorite. The reason I like number 2 best, I've worked really hard all year long to live off of this minimum income that I can survive on. That means extra money from those months where I made more money is staying in the high yield savings account and growing. 12 months go by, and I do the same time every year. I empty that high yield savings account out, because that's the extra money that I've accumulated and kind of earned because I've been living on my lowest salary possible. I take that lump sum and I put it towards a goal, typically a savings goal, a retirement or investment goal, or maybe even a debt goal. With the money being in a high yield savings account that is difficult for me to get to, and with the money being automatically set up, I honestly don't miss it. I forget about it entirely because I'm busy doing fun things and not worrying about my budget because everything is set up automatically. Now my money is growing and my money is being saved, and then I get a lump sum which I can invest at the end of the year. It's a win for all parties involved. So friends, I hope you enjoyed our talk about how you can budget with an irregular income today. We talked about 3 really great strategies that I hope you choose to use. We talked about the percentage strategy, we talked about the self-assigned paycheck strategy, and we talked about the end of year bonus structure strategy. I hope you choose one of these to help you balance your irregular income and automate it so that it's easier for you. If you enjoyed this video today and got value out of it, smash that like button so we know we're doing something right. And hit the subscribe button down below and the alarm button too so that you can be alerted when we post our next videos. If you're interested in going deeper in the Adulting with Esther community, you can find me on Instagram at Adulting with Esther, and you can also see a little bit about how I'm doing my adulting and get a sneak peek inside this glorious life over here. And remember, learning how to be an adult and set up a budget is not something that we learn in school. So stop being so hard on yourself. Oh yeah, and one more thing. I wanted to talk about this awesome shirt that I got. It says, "Empowered women, empower women." I think we need more of that. We spend so much time hating on each other and being envious and tearing one another down. What if we took our time and invested it in one another and spent it building each other up? Wouldn't that be amazing? If you like this shirt, I got it from Boss Babes Company. They actually use a portion of the proceeds to give them back to women in the community to help build us up. And if you use my code, it's Esther Page, you can get a discount of like 30% off, I think, which is pretty cool. So they have a lot of great options like this. It's really comfy. I will tell you, they run a little bit large though, so keep that in mind. This is a small, and I usually don't wear my shirts this large. I would have ordered an extra small if I knew better. Anyways, Thanks for watching, y'all. However, that was a booger. Okay. Hey, friends. Ooh, hair in my mouth. Okay, so, bye, guys.